This is Yoweri Museveni, a charismatic ex-guerrilla leader on the stomp in his own tribal area of southwestern Uganda. Last month, he was a powerful Minister of Defence. Then President Binayisa demoted him. But Museveni's supporters have resisted the move, and the wrangle is still not finally settled. It all suggests that Binayisa is not quite master in his own home.
It centered on the question of the Minister of Defence, and it was amicably resolved to the effect that I, as President, I had the power to reshuffle a minister, and that what I had done had to take effect. And in addition, also, it was resolved that in the future reshuffles, that I would consult with the consultative committee, through its standing committee. That's how it was. Because the constitution itself was of the UNLF, did not say anything about that. So that's how it was resolved. But there was no crisis at all. This is what I want to dispel, because some of our detractors want to sort of keep Uganda in the international news as a crisis-ridden, violent-ridden country in the center of darkest Africa. That myth has to be exploded once and for all. We are not crisis-ridden, and we are not violence-ridden. They kill more people in the city of Chicago every night than they've ever killed in Uganda since the UNLF took government in April this year. Yes?
I'm wondering if you can disclose the chairman. Is rumor found and all over the country?
It's widely said, Mr. President, that the reason the Minister of Defence was removed from that post is because he was preparing a private army of his own in the country. Can you expand on that possibility?
No. I think your question is too speculative. I can't explain on that.
It has been decided that the forthcoming general election shall be held under the umbrella of UNLF, and nothing more and nothing less. Whoever seeks to change this, either by openly, by directly or indirectly trying to organize, is simply wasting his time.
But in May 1980, less than a year after taking up his office, Binayisa fell foul of sections of the army. He was placed under effective house arrest under the protection of Tanzanian soldiers, from where he made this recording, on a tape recorder smuggled into him by a British newspaper reporter.
I'm not allowed, and I cannot move outside this compound of State House. I'm being guarded for my protection, so I'm told. My reaction to recent events is just a most tragic nightmare, not only to me as president of this country, but to all the 14 million Ugandans. I am still the lawful president of the Republic of Uganda. And I would like to make an appeal to all other heads of state in the democratic world to rise up to the occasion and pay heed to our appeal in Uganda by using their influence on my brother, Julius Nyerere, not to stop, so that he may stop the rebels from taking over the country.